Hello, and welcome back to Keycard Gaming. This is Lendl. We are back to our horrible war against the Barbary pirates, where we've had Castile, England, province all declare war on us. It's great. I did a little bit of looking on the map, looking at our situation. I think what I'm going to end up doing is, I don't really care if they siege these down. They can siege it on all my islands. The war goal, they declared the war over where we're on over here. And they just can't land troops fast enough to get troops there. They've only got 22 transports, 7 and 13. So likely they'll use them both at the same time. And I can kill a 17 and a 13 stack pretty easily. So, what they want, earlier out of the war, they wanted was me to release a vassal, but now they also pry it from my cold dead hands. So let's go 10 speed 3 and let's see what happens. I'm losing money. I think I'm going to fire the trade efficiency. I think I'm going to fire both these guys. No, I want the force limit. Fire him. So I'm losing a little less money. 0.74. I do wonder if I collect from trade in my capital if I'll make any more money. 1.67. Let's see what happens if I collect with this guy. That'll change on the tick of the month. I do need to keep a good eye on what's going on, where they're landing troops and whatnot. So 1.67 is going to go up to 1.45. Probably because we're being blockaded in a few places. Check it out. It went to 1.8 for just a second. Alright, we'll put our guy back. I still can't reach Castina. Although I could take the next Diplo attack. Let's take that and see if that gives us a better trade range. Nope, still not enough. It's too far away. Alright, I'm going to go back to transferring trade. No, I think I'm going to... No, yeah, I'll go back to transferring trade where we were. I'm going to try... Yeah. Oh, I messed with it too much. Miss. Losing a little bit of money, but we can afford that. Again, they can't siege us fast enough to win the war, because they got to go for the war goal anyway. I wanted to build some more ships so I can get these ships consolidated. So I've got a single cohesive fleet. I might be able to transfer troops over there now. Nope, not with them coming back. They do have an army. Looks like a 2-2. I can't tell what they've got on there. No big deal. Let's see what happens. See if they try to land troops somewhere. They'll probably try to take one of these islands. Yeah, landing one whole troop. That's super helpful, huh? Currently, we're looking at, for a white piece, negative 54 reasons. The length of war is going to tick in our favor. Strength won't go down. Some of these guys are probably picking up. Not much war exhaustion. They're all, enthusiasm is still pretty high. 59, 58, 49. They're also pretty enthusiastic, mainly because I can't really do much to them, which is fine. Got another guy coming. Again, in the absolute worst case, I can always dump this vassal and live to fight another day. But we'll see. So many ships. It's Castile and England at once, you know? It's the Castile-England tag team. We're just pirates. All we want to do is plunder and loot. You know, capture things. You just can't let us have that? Come on. Concerned they're trying to move troops this way. Let's get into a better position over here. Now they're moving troops back to their own lands. That's great. Let me see if I can send over level 2 and 2. Losing these two troops won't be the end of the world. Let's see if I can move these guys in the right direction. Retake these sieges. trying to stay away from... These guys are moving closer to Cape Bon. Let's get into Malta here. Relative safety. Where are you going? And I have just an absolute garbage leader right now. Just patrolling through, hanging out. The AI might be onto my shenanigans here. I'll see if we can tie up a fleet over there again. I think I can win the long game. Gonna take military tech. No, I'll wait 2 more days. See if it's any cheaper in January. Not any cheaper. Still take it. Gives me a little better infantry. Right now, infantry shock is still more effective than fire. So here's my new units. I will probably pick the shockiest one, and then I want more morale damage than defensive. So tend to like them and the reformed gal. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that infantry. Let's see where this fleet does. Would like to resiege them. Just gonna sit there. I don't think I could take them. They've got a 7 heavies, 12 lights, and some transports. I will lose the Diplo power. Conflict and protests over taxes, corporations, and port duties, navy requisitions, trade and customs policies were quite frequent, often had counterproductive effects. Some of my merchants are just fighting amongst themselves because pirates will do that. They'll quabble back and forth about parrots and whatnot. I lose the Diplo power. I don't like it, but mercantilism it's great. Mercantilism is something that stays throughout the game, and what it does is affects your provincial trade power modifier. I think it's always a double, so it's good. We want that. No one else is landing. It's pretty smart. Actually, the AI is being pretty smart about blockading my troops here, because now my ships can't do much. Because again, they can't do much. So we'll see. Not really any. They're a little bit closer to accepting a white piece. I would happily concede defeat. I'd lose some prestige. 26 reasons. I'd do that probably just to get out of the war a little earlier. Really just means you tell them that they're the greatest in the world and they're so much better than you, and then you just backstab them later when they're weak. But I don't really have any plans to go this way. I'd like to expand this way a little bit. I kind of want to control. Well, this is the 3rd time in a row we've gotten this negative discipline event. I guess that's just how we live now. Yeah, I want to conquer to the east. I want to ring the Mediterranean, but I would go after kind of Castile, Spain, Portugal, Aragon last. And I really don't envy getting messed up with the HRE, just because that's always just a mess. But we'll see what happens. We're not going to speed 4. Well, we just wait out this war. Our war exhaustion is probably getting up there. There we go. 2.4. We're getting 0.01 a month. Could buy it down for Diplo points, but we're getting kind of low on those. I'd rather keep them. So we'll just let it ride. We're still losing money. We are over the force limit now, so let me get rid of 2 infantry. It's costing us a little money. These 2 guys, sorry. Rip. You were very brave soldiers, but couldn't handle it right now. Let's see if I bump down my war exhaustion. The war exhaustion will affect. I never found the right tab. It does affect goods produced. It does affect. So maybe we'll buy it down once. Just keep people happy. Saves us a little bit of money. If we take a loan, it'll be 43 ducats, which is plenty. But it'll take at least a year. A little more than a year and a half for us to need to take a loan, so not too bad. We're still gaining the ticking war score. We can still gain 9 more because they don't control. We control the war goal because they declared a stupid war. You ready to peace out? Yeah, no. Negative 16. They might, you know, I might just hold there for white peace because I want to. They would accept concession defeat, but right now, you know, we're fine. They can't do anything to us, so I'll hold out. Negative 15 reasons. War is stalled, going up. War score. It's going up a little bit. I'll at least hold out until we get the full effects of the ticking war score. 7 more. You just want to keep your fleet right there and just hang out, huh? Well, good for them. I'm sure these sailors are really happy to be away from their families and away from their homes and, you know, blockading Malta. Glorious. Well, 3 base sacks. Pretty good for a tiny little island. Now they don't think the war is stalled anymore. I don't know why. Not really anything's changed. I guess that's just going to fluctuate up and down a little bit. Let me see. Alright, will you let me out of this if I tell you you're the greatest? Let's see, now they won't take concession defeat. That's bizarre. Well, we'll see if we can get the war to be stalled again. Is there anybody else fighting another war? Nope, not here. England, nope. We can still get a few 3.8 more ticking war score from the war goal. Our war enthusiasm is low, to be expected. I don't think I need to bump down. No, we're still good there. I'm hoping to get out of this before we run completely out of money. Negative 18 reasons. Wouldn't even say, there we go. So they'll accept the concession defeat, but not a white peace. So I'm just going to take it while the war is stalled. Castile does not want anything war. So they've fought in the war so long that all they want to do is get out of it now. Well, maybe you shouldn't have attacked my vassal, idiots. Send that offer. There we go. Concession defeat's fine. Move you guys back to the mainland. Let's attach all the light ships. And I'm going to send all you guys to Venice. Making a bunch of money there. Let's start making money again. Let's see what we can get for spoils of war now. 2.16. Wow, that's pretty good. Royal marriage from Tlemkin. Someone should tell me how to pronounce that because I don't know. Wow, so we have negative discipline because our generals can't stop, nobles can't stop babbling, and we have crappy uniforms. Not doing great. We got to beat up some of these little, you know, crappy tech, you know, Muslim tech guys and just feel better about ourselves. I'm not going to take your royal marriage. I will offer you one just to make you happy. Great. I do want to improve relations with them, and I want to keep them pretty happy. I love how they have aggressive expansion even though they're my vassal now. They're still pissed off that I took land. Well, so be it. 21st of April. And I also wanted to attack down here. So let's see what we've got in this area. If I attack Fezzan. If I attack Tunis, well, Tunis is going to get full occupied, so let's see what happens there. If I attack Fezzan, I don't have a Casus Belli yet. Let me get one. Just to have it. Have a claim. Never hurts to have a claim on something. Prove it's rightfully yours. Have we got any more autonomy issues? No. So that war was really more of a nuisance than anything else. Didn't really hurt us. It just kind of wasted some time. So we got to be aware of that. It might be worth making these guys into a march. I just hate that because then you really have no option to get them back. I'll probably just annex them as soon as they're high enough. Free 10 prestige. In matters of faith, we are second to none. Our support for our religion and devotion we show impresses people around us. Well, we know the Norse gods are the true gods, so especially for pirates, that's a fact. Even you can look it up in encyclopedias. We'll take free prestige. Thanks very much. We'll see what happens down here. They'll probably get annexed. But I do have a claim on this province, which is good. So it'll give us another reason to go to war. Manpower's coming up. Stability looks good. New election. Ooh, a 610. And we're focused on admin tech because of our idea group. So if you look at... So we're making 11 admin points. That's great. Let's see if I can get these. I want the trade efficiency guy back. And... I don't really want him. Just I want to save some money. Now I think I will take the... No, it's only tech cost. I'm going to stick with goods produced. I'm going to try goods produced this time with Nord and see if goods produced is better than tax modifier. So let's see, right now we're making total income 13.27. I take that and let the month tick. We made about 0.7-ish ducats, 0.63. Not great. We don't get a ton of money from trade. This might be better. It went up a little bit. I'm not making gold. It's too bad. How far is this siege along? 21% chance. We take our first idea. So Deus Volt is great. It's going to give us a great Casus Belli against heretics and heathens. Certainly take that. So now when the month ticks over, we will get a Casus Belli against these guys. All right, the King of Burgundy's dead. So that means, let's see. Yep, Austria just got all of Burgundy's land, so that's going to be a fun little fight there. They're going to probably beat up France or vice versa. This is always a little bit of a Thunderdome. I mean, if you look at the flashing sieges here, you can see them every couple of seconds. Just a lot of sieging happening up there. Probably many different wars. It's good times had by all up there. So just take your siege. There we go. So let me see what happened if I did go for war here, for holy war. We're bringing the mailbooks. Not too bad. I think we assessed them earlier. Let's see how they are now. See if anything's changed. Mamelukes. Not helping us. They still have 33,000 men and almost 40,000 manpower. So it would be a tough foe. Fazan is a nothing country. We could take them with these. We have 10,000 manpower and we've got 24,000 troops. So we would be certainly a little worse off there, but we're military tech 5 and they're military tech 4. A little bit of advantage there. We'll be fighting defensively. Let's see what happens to this war, and then I might make another really poor decision. We'll see. I do want to get a couple more galleys. Oh, here we go. Another Republic event, Dutch Republic event. The war for Munster. So this is funny because these events normally happen to Dutch republics. So there's things that happen with Munster, whereas our country doesn't even really care about Munster. So the war with Munster was over. Actually, no, Munster was in the last war with us. They were one of the ones drawn in. Anyway, that huge war with Spain and Castile, or just Castile and England, all those idiots, was over. We thought all matters were settled. Negotiations were drawn out over some minor issues. Mainly they didn't want to give up. But everything changed this week when Munster representatives suggested a new clause. I mean, you guys lost. So, even though I didn't say that, to our surprise, it won favorable to Republic. That's good. So, to weaken Orange family's position politically, they want us to pass an act to keep future princes of Orange from the office of stadtholder, which is like our ruler, our president. What motive they have for this is not yet clear, but if such an act even if such an act may not last forever, it will considerably strengthen the status rule, if it is handled with discretion. So we can be discreet, we'll lose the stability, and we'll strengthen status by 75, and get yearly Republican tradition. I'm not going to lose the stability, that would be silly. So I'll take this. Seems a little bit of yawning here. Not even tired. I'll take this one, so it's unthinkable we'd accept such a demand. So we do strengthen the Orangis by 25, but we're already here, and we're not going to flip it that far. So I'll take it. Next election, we'll go back to negative 100 anyway. That's pretty much about... Well, let's see what happens with this war, and then I'll probably wrap it up for this episode. Another event, alright. So this is a similar event. Nobles look to the House of Orange. Belief in the virtue of hereditary power tends to be strong among those who have themselves inherited their power. Now that tracks. You got power, you want to keep it. unless you're a proper pirate president. I think you'd be a pirate president. That sounds better than pirate lord, huh? Anyway, local nobles and the Barbary pirates don't see the connection and argue that their wish to see the House of Orange in power is grounded in their concern for national unity and stability. Governing those who don't believe in what we are trying to achieve is not easy. Sometimes direct conflict cannot be avoided. Sometimes it can be avoided at a price. So this is easy. So I don't want trade efficiency or cavalry. Well, I don't really care what cavalry costs. I don't want trade efficiency. Really don't want to strengthen the Oranges either. So I'll look at Mzab right here. I will send my troops down there. Not even send my main army. I will put our new leader in charge, who is a 1-1. Could be worse. One of the cool things, you can kind of let this sit here. Usually you got a couple months before they actually flip on their own. I believe this one will take this on its own, so you do want to make sure you hit it. So now that we're here, a little trick, maybe not a trick, but little fact of the game. If they revolt, because we're there, we become the defender. So now they are suffering. We get the defensive bonuses if there's any. We just had this. I'll take the prestige. A little revolt's over. It's good. During the war, we thought we'd get a bigger arm than Castile. It's not going to happen now. Get rid of that. We could form Tunisia. It would give us. We would get new traditions. We would get claims. We would get prestige. I'm absolutely not going to do that. What's the point of being the Barbary pirates? But got on a little longer than I expected. I'm going to take a break here. Next video, we're going to see what happens up. So we got a full annexation of Fezzan, or of Tunis. So probably going to go after them, and probably, to hell with the Mamluks. I might try to wait and see if they can get into another war with these guys, or see if I can grab them as an ally. But anyway, that's for another video. Take a break here. Look forward to seeing you next time. Again, any suggestions, thoughts, things I did horribly wrong, please let me know. I'd love to hear some feedback. Thanks a lot.